And I remember this one time, and it was just when I was feuding with Randy in the main events, world title.
I like how you added that.
Yeah, Matt,
Yeah.
main events went on last. So we used to get these, these booking sheets, right? That would tell you, the town and this and that, blah blah blah. So, or what was coming up on the weekend, but you got them a couple weeks in advance with the certain dates on them. So, I was booking my car when I was home that week, and I was like, man, where am I flying into? So I pick up the piece of paper that I had in my bag, and it was flying into St. Louis, and then it said the show was in Springfield, Missouri. So I booked my car, the whole deal. I booked my hotel in Springfield. I get in, drive 3 whatever hours it is from St. Louis to Springfield. Get there, check in, go get a workout in, come back, eat some lunch, and then there was like some meeting or something. We had to be at the venue, like an extra hour earlier than we were supposed to. So I head over there to be on time for this meeting, and I can't get into this building. It's like a really weird entrance to this arena, and I can't find it anywhere. I can't see the trucks, because sometimes if you just look for the big WWE trucks with the superstars on the side, that kind of tips you off where the parking is, right? So I'm looking for that, can't find it. So I call good old Lair Bear, the trainer.
Larry Heck. Chubby Larry. Yeah.
So I give him a buzz, and I'm like, Larry, how do I get into this building? And he's like, so we joke back and forth, and he's telling me how to get in, and he's like, you go down this one street, and I was like, I don't see the street, Larry. And he's like, well, where are you? Like, what does the building say? And I read him the arena, and he's like, what city are you in? And I was like, I'm in Springfield, Missouri. And he goes, well, why are you there?
Because you're a moron.
It was on the booking sheet. And he's like, no, they changed the show a couple weeks ago. They moved it to Cape Girardeau, Missouri. Everybody's in Cape Girardeau. Yeah. Now, that's another hour past St. Louis, so now it's like a 4-hour drive from Springfield.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God, man. So I'd already checked in. Like, had my gear in the trunk, so I'm just like, I just punched it. I started driving down the road, and I call our travel department. I'm like, hey, I messed up. Is there any flights out of Springfield that will get me into Cape Girardeau, or at least back to St. Louis, so I could make the drive over to Cape Girardeau? And they're, oh no, there's nothing. Blah 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 blah. So now I'm speeding, like I'm doing like 120 miles an hour, and Mike Rotundo, who is the producer of the head producer for the show, he calls me, and he's kind of laughing, like, what happened? I told him, and I was like, man, I'm on my way. And he's like, oh, maybe you should just, hold back, because I guess the town that we were in, they moved it. That town, there was another one like 30 miles away or something. They'd moved it there. And he's like, we're in that area tomorrow night. Why don't you just, not rush? I said, no. I was like, it's my mistake. I'm gonna make the show. I'll be there. I'm like, quote unquote, I'm the main event, brother. I gotta attempt to make the show, right? So, so then I get a call from John Laurinaitis, who was head of talent relations at the time, and he's kind of laughing, like, what are you doing? I was like, I don't know. I read the sheet. I just pulled the first sheet I had out of my bag, and it was the one from like a few weeks ago. And so, anyways, it was a big mix-up. Now I'm speeding. Now I'm looking, and I'm like, I'm looking on maps trying to see if there's any side roads I can take that will get me there. So I'm like, this is just like a shot in the dark. So I started taking these side roads, trying to cut some time off. And
it's always a good idea.
Yeah. So next thing you know, it's like a torrential downpour. It's raining, and I'm on these little side roads, and I'm passing people, and I'm just trying to get there, right? And Randy calls me laughing, and he's like, where are you? I was like, man, this is where I'm at. He's like, we're going to intermission. And I was like, okay, could you just, like, I don't know, try to stall for as long as you can? I was like, I'll be there, I'll be there. So I had to stop for gas. So I stopped for gas. And as I put the gas thing in, I put it on the automatic thing. I run in the bathroom. I change into my wrestling gear in the bathroom of this gas station. I come out, and jump back in the car, drive. Randy's kind of keeping in touch with me, letting me know where we're at in the show. And I get to Cape Girardeau. I'm like at the the city limits, and I get there and I was like, I'm here, and he's like, oh man, my music's playing, I gotta go. So, I guess they had done something. They had done something where Cody Rhodes had wrestled earlier, and they did something where he ended up wrestling Randy. And then I literally got there as the bell was sounding to start the match. I walked in the building.
Okay.
And I was like, man, and I was so bummed. And then I actually just, after the match, I ran out and jumped on Randy, and we did a little thing back and forth and did a little something for the crowd, and he ended up hitting me with the RKO. We did a little something, So, but man, I like actually went in and I apologized to everybody in the locker room just because, you're trying to be a leader, and you feel stupid doing something like that. Right? I mean, you're human, and and that was funny because when I got to TV that next day, Johnny's like, "Hey, do you need me to have you ride with somebody more experienced that can help you get to the towns?" It's like, fuck you. It was pretty funny, but it was kind of a little running gag, and they made sure that I got like highlighting the towns that I was supposed to be in for the next few weeks and stuff like that. Funny little ribs and things like that. But then I had to, because I'd already checked in and all my stuff was there. I had to drive all the way back that night. So, yeah.
So, yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
man.
That was one of those nights.
That's Spinal Tap stuff, right there.
Yeah. Man, there's so many stories like that though. Like that you never know what you're gonna get travel wise.
However, all of that was your fault.
Yeah, no, it totally was. Totally was my fault. Yeah.
Whereas the other one was completely out of best control.
And if maybe like one other person or two other people had done it, it would have been like, all right,
you wouldn't feel quite as bad.
No, I was
right?
the only one that did it. It was only me. Yeah. So.
Yeah.